A is for Alibi. Can Kinsey Millhone crack the case? The Santa Teresa breeze carried the scent of salt and bougainvillea as I pushed open the glass door to Kinsey Millhone's office. The place was, to say the least, Spartan, more functional than inviting. Just like the woman herself, I suspected. Kinsey, with her cropped hair and no-nonsense demeanour, perched on a chair that looked older than me, studying the meagre file in her hands. This was it, the beginning of A, my dive into the world of alibis, accusations, and, I had a feeling, a whole lot of trouble. Kinsey's world was Santa Teresa, a town brimming with sun-drenched secrets and whispers behind closed doors. Her office, a tiny space tucked away on a quiet street, served as a staging ground for her solitary battles. It was a far cry from the police precinct she'd left behind, but she seemed content. Or maybe resigned. Either way, the detective business suited her. My reason for being there was simple. I wanted to understand the kind of cases that drew her in. And A is for Alibi. Well, that was as good a place as any to start. The client, Nikki Fife, was a woman haunted by the past, draped in the shadow of a conviction. 8 years ago, she'd been found guilty of murdering her husband, a man as unfaithful as he was wealthy. Now, released on parole, she sought redemption, a desperate chance to clear her name and reclaim the life stolen from her. Nikki's story tugged at the heartstrings, even for someone as pragmatic as Kinsey. The odds were stacked against her. 8 years of faded memories, biased opinions, and potentially tampered evidence. But Kinsey, with her soft spot for the downtrodden, saw a glimmer of hope in Nikki's unwavering conviction of innocence. And so, the investigation began. Kinsey, armed with her sharp wit and an insatiable curiosity, started peeling back the layers of the past. The initial interviews were like sifting through dust, revealing little beyond the surface. Friends, family, and acquaintances all had their version of events, their own biases and secrets to protect. The more Kinsey dug, the murkier the waters became. She ventured into the gilded homes of the Santa Teresa elite, where the air hung thick with suspicion and unspoken accusations. She navigated the labyrinthine relationships of the victim, finding a web of deceit that seemed to stretch back years. The investigation led her to seedy bars and quiet suburban streets, each location offering a piece of the puzzle but never quite completing the picture. I observed as Kinsey navigated this treacherous landscape, her sharp eyes missing nothing. Her methods were unconventional, bordering on audacious. She wasn't afraid to ruffle feathers, to challenge the status quo, to push people beyond their comfort zones. She possessed an uncanny ability to read people, to discern truth from lies. But the past is a dangerous thing. The further Kinsey delved into the Fife case, the more it seemed to unravel. New suspects emerged, old wounds were reopened, and the stakes were raised considerably. Then, a second body turned up. Suddenly, this wasn't just about clearing Nikki's name. It was about preventing further bloodshed. I felt a prickle of anxiety as I listened to her accounts, as she described the growing sense of danger that clung to the investigation. Kinsey thrived on the edge, but this felt different. The edge was sharper, closer than she had anticipated. A was for Alibi, but it was also for adventure and apprehension. It was a glimpse into the demanding and dangerous world that Kinsey Millhone had chosen for herself. As I left her office that day, the Santa Teresa sun felt a little less warm, the bougainvillea a little less fragrant. I knew that Kinsey was walking a tightrope, and I couldn't shake the feeling that she was about to encounter something truly perilous. The first letter of the alphabet was only the beginning of a journey that could very well lead to a deadly end. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more book summaries and insights. Feel free to check out another video or dive into the full playlist you see now for more great book summaries. Click now and keep exploring.